Hello, and welcome to Pittsburgh City Council's public hearing for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. My name is Kim Clark Baskin, and I am the Assistant City Clerk. With us today, we have our sign language interpreter, Connor Litzenberger. The following is a piece of legislation up for discussion by Pittsburgh City Council. Bill number 2019-2418. Ordinance amending the Pittsburgh Code, Title 9, Zoning, Article 1, Section 902.03, Zoning Map, by changing from LNC, Local Neighborhood Commercial, to P Parks, property with frontage on East Carson Street, South 12th Street, and Roland Way, identified as Block 3H, Lot 15, in the Allegheny County Block and Lot System, 17th Ward. That concludes the reading of the legislation up for discussion. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Good afternoon and welcome to Pittsburgh City Council's public hearing for today, Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, as it relates to Bill 2019-2418. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I've dropped video. I'm not seeing anyone.
You're there.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Madam Clerk. For the record, today, of course, I'm Councilman Kraus. I'll be chairing this afternoon's public hearing. Other members may join us as their schedules permit, but we will begin with the reading of Bill 2418. And so, Madam Clerk, may I have the purpose of the bill?
Bill 2418, ordinance amending the Pittsburgh Code Title 9, Zoning, Article 1, Section 90203, Zoning Map, by changing from LNC, Local Neighborhood Commercial, to P Parks, property with frontage on East Carson Street, South 12th Street, and Roland Way, in the Allegheny County Block and Lot System, 17th Ward.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Today we have Kate Rakes, who from our City Planning Department, to offer up a very brief presentation of the purpose and process for changing Esser Plaza into a park zone designation. So Kate, welcome.
Thank you.
And the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Council Bill 2019-2418 was referred to Planning Commission. The legislation would change one parcel from LNC, Local Neighborhood Commercial, to P Parks. That's the parcel is 1200 East Carson Street. So Planning Commission held a public hearing on March 10th of 2020, and Planning Commission made a unanimous positive recommendation to Council on this bill. For this hearing today, notices were posted around the site and notice was mailed to abutting property owners as required by the zoning code 21 days in advance. So again, this legislation would change to the Parks District. So now any use permitted in the Parks District would be permitted here. And at this time, we don't have an application for development on this site.
That's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being with us today, Kate. We have, Madam Clerk, we have no registered speakers for this afternoon's public hearing. However, we do have 3 letters of support that were sent in by community participants, and I would like to read them into the record. The first letter is from Barbara Rudiak, who's president of the Southside Community Council. Her letter states that when the Southside Local Development Company ceased to exist, the Southside Community Council was given a small amount of money to refresh several of Southside's green spaces. We first worked on the small parklet and then turned our attention to Esser Plaza. We have been working with Engineers Without Borders and a landscape architect to develop and design a renovation plan. We have also engaged the community in a number of forums to get their input into the plan. We are also working closely with the city's forestry and public works divisions. The cost to revitalize the plaza is much more than the remaining monies of the Southside Local Development Company. As a council, we support this legislation because a park designation will be helpful for us as we pursue financial support from foundation and other governmental agencies. In addition, the designation truly makes the Southside community partners with the city in making sure the renovated plaza is an inviting and safe place for both residents and visitors. Our next letter of support comes from Kitty Vagley and Jeff Newmeyer. They are residents of the Southside Flats and members of the Friends of Esser Plaza. Dear Bruce, thank you for presenting the request to council to have the zoning of Esser Plaza at 1200 East Carson Street changed to a park designation. This plaza sits next to Armstrong Park and less than a block away from our historic market house. The Esser Plaza's revitalization project has been in the work for several years. Input into the conceptual design has been given by the Southside Chamber of Commerce, the Southside Community Council, and many residents and businesses, both public and private, as well as via questionnaires online. The Southside Planning Forum approved the design. The consensus is that the plaza zoned as park will enhance the revitalization effort and ensure appropriate usage and maintenance. We urge approval of the new parks zoning for Esser Plaza, and that side, Kitty Vagley and Jeff Newmeyer. And then the final letter of support comes from Maria Zanko. Maria writes, I would like to present support for the legislation to rezone Esser Plaza to park designation. I currently serve as a volunteer on the community to revitalize the Birmingham/Esser Plaza. My family has owned a property across the street from the plaza for over 80 years, since the days of when my father established his barber shop there in 1938. We worked tirelessly to preserve the charming Victorian character of our small building, along with taking pride in maintaining overall property. Likewise, we are interested in the safety and general conditions of the surrounding area. I believe that adopting the city-owned lot at the corner of 12th and Carson as a city park would ensure the sustainability of this open space. Additionally, it provides connectivity to the adjacent Armstrong Playground and ball field. The Birmingham Mural and Plaza, originally designed and completed over 40 years ago, has been a remarkable and aesthetically pleasing addition to the landscape. Today, it stands in need of some revitalization. In recent months, the energetic leadership of both the Southside Community Council and the Southside Chamber of Commerce has spearheaded the convening of local architects, engineers, city departments, council representatives, property business owners, and neighborhoods to outline a workable plan for the plaza. In striving to design and encourage a safe, enjoyable use of space, I believe that a park designation would facilitate this objective by supporting the community's efforts to further beautify this national Main Street corridor. In the next phase, we urge legislation to pass to adopt this lot as a city park. Take care and consideration must also be given to the permitted use of the plaza, since there are mixed-use buildings surrounding it, which include many residential living units. Over the years, the Chamber of Commerce, the Community Council, along with dedicated neighbors, residents, property, and business owners have donated many hours of time and effort in general to upkeep of this public space. It is my hope that officially joining the family of city parks can only enhance the preservation of this land and ensure its most appropriate use. And that is signed Maria Senko. And so those are the letters of support that we've gotten in support of this legislation. Madam Clerk, just to check in with you, no one is on the phone, or no one in addition wishes to register any comment at this public hearing?
No, I don't have anybody registered to speak. No.
Okay, Kate, do you have anything further for us?
No, I don't have anything additional.
Okay, thank you very much. So with that, then I am going to adjourn the business of this public hearing. And Madam Clerk, asked that you could please have this legislation bill 2418 on next Wednesday's standing committee agenda for consideration.
Will do.
All good. With that, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.